At exactly 2:37 a.m., a Reddit user posted a chilling confession. The next day, they were never seen again. It started as just another post in /no sleep. A user, going by the name u/throwaway ashes, shared a story that, at first, seemed like another well-crafted creepypasta. But as the details unfolded, something fell off. Too real, too detailed. The post was titled, "I took a job cleaning an abandoned house. I should have never opened that door. The job that paid too well." Ash, as they introduced themselves, was a 24-year-old college dropout in desperate need of cash. When they stumbled upon an online ad looking for a nighttime house cleaner, they jumped at the opportunity. The job offered $2,000 for one night of work. The only requirement? They had to clean between midnight and 4 a.m. The house was in a remote part of town. No neighbors, no streetlights, no cell service. The owner, an elderly man named Mr. Delacroix, left them instructions. Only clean the first floor. Do not open any closed doors. Do not answer the landline, no matter who calls. Easy money, or so they thought. The house that wasn't empty. Ash arrived at 11:45 p.m. The house was massive, a Victorian mansion with peeling wallpaper, flickering chandeliers, and an air of decay. They stepped inside, pushing through the heavy wooden door. It shut behind them with a thud. The first hour passed uneventfully. They dusted bookshelves, wiped surfaces, and vacuumed cobweb-covered rugs. The only sound was the creaking of the old wooden floor beneath their feet. But at exactly 1:03 a.m., the landline rang. Ash stared at it. The rules had been clear. Do not answer the phone. They ignored it, but the ringing did not stop. It rang and rang and rang. At 1:06 a.m., it stopped, and then, from upstairs, a voice called out, "Hello? Who's there?" Ash's stomach dropped. The owner had said the house would be empty. A locked door that shouldn't have opened. They tried to convince themselves it was their imagination. Maybe the old house had echoes. Maybe the wind crept through the decayed walls. But then, at 1:13 a.m., something impossible happened. One of the closed doors creaked open. Inside was a staircase leading downward. The air that poured from the basement was cold, stale, and carried a faint metallic scent. Something about the darkness felt alive. The truth beneath the floorboards. Curiosity, or maybe something more sinister, pulled Ash forward. They stepped into the stairwell, phone flashlight cutting through the thick darkness. The basement walls were lined with old newspaper clippings. Headlines jumped out. Local family vanishes. House remains unsold for decades. Police search abandoned mansion. Find no signs of forced entry. Mysterious calls reported before disappearances. At the center of the room was a chair, and on that chair was an old rotary phone. It rang. Ash, against every instinct, picked it up. "You should not be here." The voice on the other end was distorted, layered, like multiple people speaking at once. "You should not be here." Ash's vision blurred. Their head pounded, and suddenly, they were back in the living room. 2:59 a.m. The house was silent. The basement door was closed, but their shoes were still damp with something dark. Without another thought, they ran. They never posted again. The disappearance of u/throwaway ashes. The next morning, Redditors tried to reach out, but Ash's account was deleted. Some claimed they had archived the post, but every copy seemed to vanish. Their IP address was traced to an abandoned lot where a house had burned down decades ago. The last thing anyone found was a single comment under their post from an unknown user. "The house always finds new guests." So, was this a hoax? Or something more? Some say it was an elaborate orgy. Others claim Ash simply deleted their account to fuel the mystery. But a few users pointed out something truly unsettling. The house Ash described, it never existed. Not on any map. Not in any city records. So where did they go? And who? Or what? Answer that phone. What do you think? Was this just a creepy story? Or is there something deeper hiding in the shadows?